Violet, hey! Great work today. Sorry to text you so late. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Whitney, good evening. It's a bit unusual to get a text from you outside of work. Is something wrong? Oh, no, not at all. In fact, I'm texting with good news. You know how we had that big planning meeting today? Yes? Well, your proposal was a huge hit. Everyone absolutely loved it. I just had to call and thank you. Wait, my proposal? Yeah. But you told me you weren't going to submit mine. Of course I did. Because it's mine now. What? Ugh, you're so slow sometimes. I took your proposal and presented it as my own, and guess what? It killed in that meeting. You're joking. Nope, everyone was super impressed. I got a ton of praise. Honestly, I should be thanking you. Are you serious right now? That proposal was my work, my idea, my research, my time. You had nothing to do with it. Oh, come on, don't be so uptight. I put it to good use, didn't I? If anything, you should be honored. Honored? You stole my work. Wow, you really are naive, huh? Listen, sweetheart, this is just how things work. The ones on top take the credit, and the little grunts like you get to feel good knowing your work made a difference. Are you even listening to yourself? Yeah, I know. You're mad. You'll get over it. You should actually be grateful. At least your ideas are getting recognized, even if it's under my name. Grateful? And watch your tone, by the way. You do remember who you're talking to, right? I'm your senior. A little respect would be nice. This has nothing to do with respect. This is the third time you've done this. I let it slide before, but I won't anymore. Oh, please, don't act all high and mighty just because you're a little competent. You've been nothing but a pain in my ass ever since you got here. A pain? I've done nothing but my job. That's exactly the problem. You're always working so hard, making the rest of us look bad. And now other people in the office think they can start questioning me too. That's not my fault. Maybe they just finally see the truth. Oh, shut up. You don't get to act all righteous. You're just some overseas newbie with a face nobody wants to look at. And in my department, nobody questions me. That's completely ridiculous. If you keep acting like this, someone's going to call you out. You can't keep getting away with it. Huh! You think so? Well, newsflash, I already did, and I will again. Nothing's going to happen to me, sweetheart. We'll see about that. I'm taking this straight to Richard. I'm done letting you walk all over me. Go ahead. You really think Richard's going to do anything? This company doesn't care who did the work, only who takes the credit. And guess what? That's me. Richard, I apologize for contacting you so late. I know it's outside work hours, but this is important.
Violet, no problem at all. Though texting me after hours, that's not like you. Something big must be going on.
Yes, it's about Whitney.
Whitney? Go on.
I need to report something regarding her conduct.
Her conduct? What, she snapped at you again? Took an extra long lunch break? Come on, Violet, whatever it is, I doubt it's worth calling me this late.
No, it's serious. This isn't the first time, but Whitney has been sabotaging my work.
Sabotaging?
Yes. She's deliberately deleting my files, making public insults within earshot, and this is the most serious part. Today, she stole my project proposal.
Stole it?
Yes, she took the proposal I wrote, the one I spent weeks working on, and presented it as her own in today's meeting.
Huh, I see. So?
Excuse me?
I mean, so what?
So what? Richard, she took my work and claimed it as hers. That's unethical. It's plagiarism. She's been harassing me for weeks. This can't just be ignored.
You really are young.
What's that supposed to mean?
Violet, I thought you were smarter than this. You're capable, I'll give you that. You're sharp, talented, but naive.
Naive?
Yeah, you think this kind of thing is black and white? That all you have to do is file a complaint and the bad guy gets punished? That's not how the world works.
What does that even mean?
It means you need to learn how things really operate. Whitney is your senior. She has experience. You, on the other hand, are still new. If you were smart, you'd know better than to challenge her.
Are you saying I should just accept this? That I should let her get away with taking credit for my work?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's ridiculous.
No, Violet, what's ridiculous is thinking you can survive in this company without knowing how to play the game.
The game?
Yeah, this isn't about right or wrong. It's about knowing where you stand. And right now, you're out of line.
Out of line? I'm the victim here.
Victim? Come on, you're better than that.
Richard, this is blatant misconduct. How can you just brush it off like it's nothing?
Because it is nothing. You really don't get it, do you?
Oh, I get it just fine. You're protecting her.
That's an interesting theory.
And I think I know why.
Oh, do tell.
The rumors.
Ah, those.
So they're true.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Rumors are just that, rumors.
You're not even denying it.
Denying, confirming, Violet, what difference does it make?
It makes a huge difference. If you're in a personal relationship with her, of course you'd cover for her.
Heh, you're quick, I'll give you that.
Unbelievable.
You can be as outraged as you want, but here's the thing. Whether or not the rumors are true is irrelevant. What is relevant is that you're making a mistake.
How is standing up for myself a mistake?
Because it's pointless. You think Whitney is untouchable because of me? No. She was untouchable long before I ever got involved. The difference between you and her, she knows how to play this game.
If by playing the game you mean cheating, lying, and stepping on people to get ahead, then no, I don't know how to play, and I never want to.
That's a shame, because if you keep this up, you're the one who's going to lose.
You're protecting a bully and a fraud.
And you're being foolish. You think you can fight this? You think taking this to HR will make a difference? It won't.
And why is that exactly?
Simple. Because I say so. See, you're too focused on Whitney when you should be worried about yourself. Do you really want to make an enemy of me?
You're threatening me.
Threatening? No. I'm warning you. There's a difference.
Oh, I see. This is how you keep people in line. Fear.
Fear? No, Violet, it's just reality.
Right, reality. Like the reality where you turn a blind eye to blatant misconduct.
Exactly. See, you're catching on.
Disgusting.
Watch your mouth. I'm trying to help you here.
Help me? By telling me to shut up and obey? By letting my work be stolen?
By keeping you from making a mistake you'll regret.
Oh, really? And what mistake would that be?
Fighting a battle you cannot win. And here's where it gets interesting. You see, you're not as untouchable as you think you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your fiancé.
What about him?
He works here too, doesn't he?
Yes, and?
It would be a shame if certain rumors started reaching his ears.
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I?
You're seriously threatening to spread lies about me?
I never said that. I'm just saying people talk. And once a story starts spreading, well, who knows what might happen?
You really are sick.
No, Violet, I'm just in control.
Fine, I get it. I won't bring this up again.
That's more like it. Oh, one more thing.
What now?
Your wedding.
What about it?
Whitney and I will be attending on behalf of the department.
You're joking.
Not at all. It's been decided. We wouldn't miss it for the world.
Looking forward to it. See you there. Richard told me everything. You really went and tattled on me, huh? Whitney. Ha! You're unbelievable. But too bad, it was all for nothing. Richard's on my side, just like I told you. Now do you get it? Going against me was the dumbest thing you could have done. I understand now. I understand exactly what kind of rotten place this department is. Oh, you still have the nerve to talk back? Wow, guess being ugly isn't your only problem. You're stupid too. Say whatever you want. I'm not going to lose to people like you. Huh! You sound so sure of yourself. You think you're some noble hero standing up for what's right? Let me tell you something, sweetheart. People like you never last. So I'm not the first, then? Of course not. Plenty of idiots before you thought they could stand up to me. And guess what? They all ended up leaving, every last one of them. Because you drove them out. Exactly. One by one, I made sure they had no choice but to quit. No one crosses me and stays. No, that wasn't just you. You had Richard protecting you. Ha! And what's wrong with that? You act all high and mighty, but in the end, you're just hiding behind his power. Doesn't that embarrass you? Embarrass me? Oh, please. This is how the world works, sweetheart. Women like me, beautiful, smart, and desirable, don't have to lift a finger. Men want to help me. It's not my fault they fall all over themselves trying to do it. You mean you use them? And it's not like I forced them. They chose to back me up. Meanwhile, nobody's coming to save you, Violet. You're all alone. We'll see about that. Oh, you still have fight left in you? How adorable. But let me make one thing clear. You've already lost. We'll see. Tch! I knew you'd be a pain. This is exactly why I have to crush you completely. And what exactly do you think you can do to me? You'll find out soon enough. Ever since you showed up, the others have started getting bold, like they've forgotten who's really in charge. That's your fault, and I'll make sure every last one of them remembers. You can try, but it won't matter. Because before you even get the chance, I'll report this to someone higher than Richard. What? I'll take this beyond him. I'll go straight to the top. You wouldn't dare. Watch me. You? Do you have any idea what you're doing? If you do this, I'll make sure you never work here again. I don't care anymore. The only ones who won't be left standing after this are you two. Fine. If that's how you want to play it, then we're done talking. Enjoy what little time you have left, because I'm going to make you regret this.
Violet, are you okay? I heard you were taken to the hospital. What the hell happened?
I'm okay, Dave, but I got burned on my face.
Your face? Wait, what? You're saying that so casually, but damn it, are you really okay?
Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. The doctor said it won't leave a scar, and in a few days it won't even be noticeable.
Are you sure? Oh, God, I was scared when I got the call. And the wedding! Damn it, Violet, the wedding is tomorrow!
I know. I'm so sorry, Dave. I know we've been waiting for this day for so long, and now...
What? No, stop! You don't have anything to apologize for! The wedding is not important right now. What matters is you! You got burned, Violet! Do you understand how serious that is?
I do, but really, I'm fine. It could have been worse. I was lucky.
Lucky? What the hell even happened? You were at work, right? How did this even happen?
It was Whitney.
Whitney? That co-worker of yours? What does she have to do with this?
She poured hot tea on me.
What?
She did it on purpose.
She what?
She poured it right on me, Dave. No accident, no mistake. She looked me in the eye and did it.
Are you fucking kidding me? She burned you on purpose and no one did anything?
No one was around when it happened, and when I checked the reports later, it says I burned myself.
What? That lying piece of... That means she covered it up, didn't she?
Yeah, and I think Richard helped her.
Richard, your boss?
Yeah, he's always taken Whitney's side. I'm guessing they agreed to call it an accident and pretend like nothing happened.
That's bullshit! That's a crime! How the hell can they just...
Because Whitney planned this from the start. She's been messing with me for a while now, but this time she wanted to make sure she'd get away with it. And thanks to Richard, she will.
No, she won't! I don't care what kind of power Richard thinks he has. I'm not letting this go!
Dave...
No, don't Dave me. Violet, you were looking forward to tomorrow more than anyone. You put everything into this wedding, and now because of that bitch, you're sitting here apologizing to me?
I wanted to stand beside you tomorrow and feel like I truly deserved to be your wife. I thought, once the wedding happened, I'd finally have that confidence. But now, I've ruined everything.
Ruined everything? What the hell are you talking about? You think some burn on your face changes anything between us? I'm not marrying you because of how you look.
Dave.
I love you, Violet. Not your face, not your appearance. You.
Thank you.
But this isn't over. I'm not letting those two get away with this.
Dave, wait.
What?
We don't have any proof.
I don't need proof. If I make a few calls, I can...
No, Dave. I know you're angry, and I love you for that, but listen to me. You're about to take on a leadership role. If you handle this the wrong way, it'll leave a mark on your reputation, and you can't afford that.
So what? You want me to just let it go? She hurt you, Violet. I can't just sit back and act like that's okay.
I don't want to let it go either. Which is why I'll handle it.
You will?
Yeah, I'll gather proof. Make sure they face the consequences. But I need to do it the right way. If I rush this, they'll cover their tracks even more.
You're seriously going to take them on yourself?
I can handle it. But if something happens, I'll count on you, okay?
Damn it, you're too good at this. Fine, but the second you need backup, you tell me.
I will. Thank you, Dave. Violet! Hey, about the wedding yesterday. My bad, lol. I got way too drunk and apparently said some rude stuff. Oops. Rude doesn't even begin to cover it. You crashed our speech and blurted out, "Wow, marrying a girl this ugly? The groom must be broke too, lol." Wait, hold up. I said that? Damn, that's next level savage, even for me. Well, I mean, be grateful I even bothered to show up at a bottom-tier loser's wedding, lol. You reached out to apologize, didn't you? And yet that's your attitude? Ugh, come on, I am apologizing, aren't I? I'm saying sorry for tearing your groom apart in my speech. What, you want me to grovel or something? I'm more shocked that you thought I wouldn't be upset. They say alcohol is the best of joys, but I guess there's still no cure for stupidity. The hell did you just say? You seriously getting cocky with me, you ugly little nobody? Watch your mouth. It's just the two of us messaging, isn't it? Unless you're hearing voices, that'd be kinda terrifying. Oh, wow. So now that you're married, you suddenly think you're hot shit? Just so you know, all that wedding makeup, yeah, it made you look even uglier, lol. And whose fault do you think that was? Huh? No clue, lol. I mean, you were the one who embarrassed yourself, weren't you? Oh, that's the story we're going with? Well, for what it's worth, my husband was absolutely furious. Like I give a damn about some broke-ass husband throwing a tantrum. Oh, you really don't know, do you? Know what? I guess it's not surprising. You were already wasted when you showed up, after all. But fine, since you clearly missed it, let me enlighten you. Pfft, all right, let's hear it. What dumb excuse do you have, lol? My husband is the soon-to-be CEO of our company. Huh? What kind of bullshit is that? Do me a favor and stop lying. It's embarrassing. There's no way someone like him would marry a girl like you, lol. Oh, but why don't you know this already? Sure, he was stationed overseas right after joining, so he's been a bit under the radar. But if you'd been paying any attention, you would have noticed that the CEO and his wife were seated at the groom's parents' table. Oh wait, you were too wasted to see that, weren't you? No, there's just no way! If you don't believe me, why don't you ask Richard? His face went completely pale when he found out. I bet he'd love to explain it to you in detail, lol.
Richard, thank you for attending the wedding the other day. Did you enjoy yourself? Of course! And I must say you are one lucky man, having someone as extraordinary as Violet by your side. She's honestly something else. Even in our department, no one comes close to her. She's a standout, a real asset. What's with all this flattery? The way you're speaking to me, constantly putting her on a pedestal. This sudden wave of praise is almost too much, don't you think? At this point, no amount of compliments is gonna make me forget what's already happened. So if you're here to apologize, that's not going to cut it. Wait a second. I've been harsh on Violet before, that's true, I admit it. But it was never without reason. It was always about pushing her to be better, to grow. I know I've come across as tough, but it was for her benefit. So please, I'm just asking that you listen for a moment and not judge me based on past mistakes. I see. Well, if you're willing to meet my terms, I might consider letting go of everything that's happened before. Terms? What do you mean by terms? It's actually quite simple. You've been involved with Whitney for quite a while now, haven't you? I want you to hand over all the evidence you've collected. Everything you have. Evidence? What are you even talking about? Are you seriously suggesting that I just hand over evidence that doesn't exist? No matter who you are or how important you think you are, there's nothing to give you here. Then I'll be forced to address the rumors about you and Whitney. Do you really want that to become a problem for you? But that's just gossip, nothing more. You can't possibly think that anyone would take these baseless rumors seriously. Sure, it's just a rumor. But you know how these things go, right? Not everyone can just brush them off. For some people, they're like a fire that won't die down until it's extinguished. I'm sure you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, your wife, for instance. What are you even suggesting? Even if my wife hears these rumors, they're just that, rumors. They're not going to amount to anything. Are you really that confident? Let me paint you a picture. What if your wife does hear the rumor and, just to be sure, decides to hire a private investigator to look into it? The truth will come out pretty quickly, don't you think? And of course, I'm sure you're totally fine with that, right? So you're telling me that you want me to pretend like I had nothing to do with this? You want me to just say that it was all Whitney's fault and pretend I had no part in anything? If you're asking me to do that, then I'll consider your offer. You'd really be willing to throw everything away for a woman like Whitney? Someone so shallow who can barely string two sentences together without causing drama? It's laughable, really. You're making this out to be a choice between her and your actual life, your family, your future. But of course you already know what's more important. All right, I see where this is going. We've made our deal then. I'll keep quiet about your involvement, but I'll hold on to the evidence just in case. Consider it my insurance for the future. Yes, absolutely. Please, I'm begging you, just keep it quiet. I'll do whatever you need. Just don't let this blow up in my face. I can't afford that right now. You've really made your choice, haven't you? You'd rather save face and protect your reputation than deal with the truth, no matter what the consequences are. It's almost pathetic how easily you're willing to sell out just to keep your dirty little secret buried. But fine, I'll play along for now. I will hold on to this evidence, though, just in case you decide to get cute again. And don't think I won't use it when the time's right. Of course. I'll do anything, I promise. You have my word. Just don't let it get out. Please, don't let my wife find out.
Whitney, I've got all the evidence of your wrongdoings. What the hell are you talking about? There's no such evidence. You're just making this up. Richard willingly handed it over. He agreed to give me all the proof on the condition that I don't expose you two for everything you've done to push employees out of the company. And I've also got evidence of the affairs within the office. What? You two have been plotting behind my back this whole time? How dare you? I wish it were as simple as you're making it sound. Damn it, that useless bastard! Do you know what I had to do to get close to that old man? Now, everything I've worked for is going to be ruined. You owe your current position to that man, right? So I think you're in no position to be talking bad about him. Shut up! And what about you, huh? That old man's been involved in all this from the start. You know this already. Don't act like you don't. Well, the condition for getting the proof was that. It means, ultimately, both I and Reiko-san will be the ones to take legal action against you. What? Why the hell am I the only one being dragged into this? I won't take the blame for all of this. It's not fair. You need to fix this. Well, it's possible to make Richard pay for his crimes, too. Really? Then tell me quickly. It's simple, really. All we need to do is tell Richard's wife about the affair, and of course, we'll include all the proof of it. You're crazy! If you do that, I'll be screwed too! Think about it. How could I possibly come out of this unscathed? As for the misconduct, you can always shift the blame onto Richard. He's your superior, after all. You could easily say you were pressured into it, and it'll be convincing enough. Right. Since he's higher up, it wouldn't be strange if I couldn't refuse him. As for the affair, we could say it was forced on me by that old man, and that could work too. Exactly. Now, doesn't this all seem like it might just work out? I thought you were just a cold, work-focused woman, but I guess you've got a bit of a dark side to you, too. I'm impressed. Thank you. Now, we need to act fast or it'll be too late. All right, I'm going now. Don't go anywhere until I'm back.
Hey! This isn't what we agreed on, is it? My wife knows about the affair now, doesn't she?
No, I haven't broken our agreement.
Then why does my wife know about it?
Now that you mention it, I heard from my husband that Whitney told your wife about the affair.
What? That woman with just a pretty face? What the hell is she doing?
She said that the affair and the miscarriage were forced on her by you. And because of that, my client is planning to file a formal lawsuit against you.
What the hell? What's that woman thinking? And on top of all that, my wife is saying she'll divorce me and take alimony. And if the company decides to sue me too...
Well, as for the alimony your wife is demanding, I can't say much. But as for me, Whitney tampered with my proposal without permission. She turned a blind eye to the reports from me and my employees, and not to mention the affair that's been going on within the company, right? At the very least, I believe you're looking at a dismissal with compensation claims for damages.
I gave you that information so that this wouldn't happen! Please, you have to do something! Help me!
Do something? Well, I don't think that's possible.
That's impossible! No way! If you speak up for me to Dave, then... If you do that, I swear I'll never go against you in the future, so please help me out!
Oh, I don't need promises like that. It's annoying to hear that from someone who's about to disappear from the company.
But this isn't right! If this continues, I'm finished!
But you've pushed so many employees, including myself, into a corner, haven't you? Using your position to take advantage of those asking for help.
Oh, but Whitney told me to do it. I'm not to blame.
I believe it's common sense to follow the instructions of someone higher up in the company, right? So if you were in that position, you could have stopped it all. You didn't, and that's the problem.
I didn't think of it that way.
What you're experiencing right now is the consequences of everything you've done. Consider it a lesson in how society works and accept it.
Whitney, thank you so much for providing the evidence and testifying. Because of you, it looks like I'll finally be able to take legal action against Richard.
Oh, no need to thank me. I'm a victim of that man too. So I'm more than happy to help take him down.
That means a lot. Now the only thing left is for me to file a lawsuit against you, and this farce will be over.
Wait, what? You're going to sue me?
You know the evidence Richard gave to my wife, right? I'm going to use that to file a lawsuit against you, not only for the corruption within the company, but also for the damage you caused my wife. When you consider all of that, criminal charges are a real possibility, so you better be prepared.
Wait a minute. Did you even listen to what I said? I'm a victim just like your wife, you know?
The evidence from Richard and testimonies from other employees already prove that you were the mastermind behind all of this, and you're still insisting you're a victim?
Yeah, that's right. Richard was just protecting himself by covering up for me. I'm sure other employees were forced into this by Richard too.
Richard's already facing criminal charges, including a claim for damages. Why on earth would he risk protecting an idiot like you?
You don't understand. There are people like that too, right? People who would cover for him.
If anyone's covering for Richard, they're also going to be dealt with. There's no way anyone would take that kind of risk just to protect him. At this point, there's no point in arguing. Just stop resisting.
I can't believe you're saying this. Wait, I've got it. If you don't sue me, I'll marry you in place of that ugly woman. Wouldn't you be happier marrying someone like me, a real beauty? So please, don't go ahead with the lawsuit.
Are you seriously suggesting that you, a hideous mess, take Violet's place? What a joke! There's not a single thing about you that even comes close to her, not even remotely.
What? You're calling me ugly? Are you out of your mind?
The one with a rotten attitude here is you! You tormented Violet and ruined the wedding she'd been looking forward to! And now you've got the nerve to speak so arrogantly to my wife? You're going to regret this.
Violet, please, help me! Your husband is ruining my life. It's over for me. Wait, what? Really? Oh my god, you're serious? I can't believe it. All my efforts, everything I've worked for, it finally paid off. Huh? What do you mean by that? I did exactly what you told me. I blamed that old man like you said. But now I'm being sued too? How was that supposed to be a good thing? You've been harassing me for the last 6 months since you came back from the overseas branch. You stole my proposal, you know that? You messed with my hard work. So what? What exactly are you trying to say now? On top of all that, you burned me and ruined my wedding. And now I'm facing dismissal from the company, a huge damages lawsuit, infidelity alimony, and don't forget the potential criminal charges for the injury you caused me. My life is literally over, and I guess that's just perfect, huh? Wait, this is no laughing matter. Before you moved here, everyone did what I told them to. It was heaven. But now, look at where I am. What happened? How did it happen? You thought you could manipulate everyone, use people for your own gain, but you completely misread the situation. You thought that was power, didn't you? You thought that was your strength, but you were wrong. It's not my fault they let me use them. I didn't do anything wrong. I was in charge. I had every right to do what I did. They were just weak. You didn't do anything wrong? Are you seriously saying that and still believing it? Of course I'm saying it. I was the most important person in that department. I made the calls. Anyone who disagreed with me was the one at fault, not me. Why can't you understand that? Enough with this delusional talk. You really thought that you could walk over everyone with your childish reasoning? You used your position to crush people, and you think you're in the right? Well, they didn't listen to me. I was just trying to make things happen. I was just trying to lead. Why can't you see that? Then listen to me now. I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to sue you for all the damage you've caused. And trust me, I'm not going to back down. You're not going to get away with this. Wait! Stop! Please don't do this. I'll apologize. I'll apologize for everything I've done. I didn't mean to hurt you. Please just don't make this worse for me. Am I the one making you suffer? You're the one who did this to yourself. You burned yourself, didn't you? And honestly, your burn looks like it's far worse than mine. You think this is funny? You think I'm just supposed to sit here and accept everything you've done to me? You're the one who caused all this chaos, and now you're laughing about it? Oh, come on. Don't act like you're some innocent victim. I'm not the one who made you mess with everyone. You did that on your own. All your manipulations, all the ways you tore people down. You brought this on yourself. And now you want to blame me? I don't think so. I'm not blaming you, but you're the one who's going to benefit from this, aren't you? You're the one who's going to walk away free while I'm left with nothing. How is that fair? How can you let this happen? Fair? You want fairness? You think fairness has anything to do with what's going on here? You messed with people, used them, pushed them to the edge, and now you're playing the victim? It doesn't work that way. I wasn't playing the victim. I was just trying to survive in that mess. I had to protect myself. But now everything's falling apart, and you're standing there telling me it's all my fault. How can you do this? It's not about fault anymore. It's about the consequences of what you've done. You can't run away from that. You can't blame others for what you've caused. You pushed people, manipulated them, and now you're suffering the consequences. There's no escaping that. You can't do this. You can't just end everything like this. I can't lose everything. I have to fight for my life. Please just give me a chance. You had your chances, but you chose to destroy everyone in your path. Now it's time for you to face the music. And trust me, you won't get away with this. You'll be held accountable, just like the rest of us. Please, I beg you. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. You don't understand. This is all Richard's fault. He's the one who set everything in motion. I'm just trying to survive here. I understand perfectly well. Richard isn't the one making excuses right now. You are. And I'm done with the lies, the manipulation, and the excuses. It's time for you to take responsibility for what you've done. The two individuals who had been sued both by the company and by myself were forced to face the consequences of their actions, and it was nothing short of a dramatic downfall. They found themselves burdened with massive compensation claims that they could never repay, and they were arrested as a result of the overwhelming evidence and the testimonies presented. It wasn't just a matter of legal trouble. The severity of their wrongdoings, both in terms of the financial damage caused and the malice behind their decisions, came to light in such a way that they had no escape from what they had done. The malicious intent, the underhanded schemes they had orchestrated, all became clear, and the repercussions were severe. Through the piles of evidence, from documents to witness accounts, the true depth of their ambition and their lack of morality was exposed. It wasn't just an isolated incident or a simple misunderstanding. No, what they had done was calculated, and it was clear that the damage they had caused was not just to individuals, but to a larger system. One that they had tried to manipulate for their own benefit. That's when the court handed down their verdicts, and the two of them found themselves facing prison sentences. They had both been judged by the law, and by the very people they had tried to deceive, and now they would pay for it. I had told Whitney that I would visit her, and so I did. I brought with me a hot cup of tea, something I thought might offer a small comfort amidst the coldness of the situation. It's strange, isn't it? The woman I had once known, this person who was so proud, so confident, and so obsessed with her beauty, now looked like something from a nightmare. I walked into the room expecting something that resembled the Whitney I had once known, but what I found was so much more tragic. Her once stunning appearance had faded into something unrecognizable. She looked like a ghost of her former self, a hollow, empty shell, someone who had been completely drained of life. It was as if all the light had left her, and she was left only with the consequences of her actions. Her beauty, the thing she had always relied on, was now gone. She had clung to her looks for so long, using them as a tool to gain favor, to manipulate, and to control the people around her. But now, with that very thing taken from her, what was left? The answer was painfully clear. She had nothing but the weight of her actions, her lies, and the ruins of the life she had built on manipulation. There was no longer anyone around to admire her, no man to seek her out, no one to offer her the kind of attention she had once thrived on. She had lost it all, and with that, she was left to face the cold reality of what she had become. In many ways, I think this was the harshest punishment for Whitney. The world she had built around her beauty had vanished, and with it, her sense of power. She had always relied on the admiration and affection of others, but now she was alone, isolated in her downfall. In her attempt to control the people around her, she had failed to build any real lasting relationships, and now, with nothing left to hold on to, she was forced to reckon with the emptiness of it all. I think that, in many ways, this is the most fitting punishment she could have received. Losing her beauty, her pride, and her sense of identity. There was nothing left for her to cling to. It was a punishment that seemed almost poetic in its simplicity. As for Richard, his fate was no better. After everything that happened, he too was left with nothing but the weight of his actions. The arrest, the legal battles, the financial penalties, these were just the start. He also lost the most important relationship in his life, his marriage. His wife, unable to continue living with the shame and embarrassment of his actions, filed for divorce. The man who had once been a partner in crime, a man who had built his life on wealth and status, was now a shell of that former self. He lost everything, his wife, his career, his reputation, and he now waits. A prisoner of his own making. From what I've heard, he spends his days waiting for the end of his sentence, disconnected from the world, resigned to his fate. There's no joy, no ambition, no future for him now. He is just marking time, waiting for his inevitable release. But even then, it's hard to imagine what kind of life he can build after everything that has been destroyed. While Whitney and Richard sank further into their misery, our lives continued to move forward. Dave and I remained focused on our work, our careers, and our future together. Though the world around us had changed, And the events with Whitney and Richard had left their mark on us. We found strength in each other and in the lives we were building. There were challenges, of course, but we never let them define us. We moved forward, hand in hand, facing the ups and downs together. Dave has been working diligently as the vice president of the company, learning everything he can in preparation for his future as president. His commitment to his work, his drive to improve, and his sense of responsibility inspire me every day. I am so proud of the man he has become. He works tirelessly, studying the ins and outs of the business, understanding the intricacies of leadership, and learning how to make decisions that will impact the future of the company. I have no doubt that he will be an incredible president one day, but for now, I see him as my partner, my equal, and someone I can always count on. As for me, I found my own sense of fulfillment in my work. Whitney and Richard's departure from the planning department has given me the chance to shine in ways I never could before. Their toxic influence had made the work environment unbearable, but now that they're gone, I feel a sense of freedom. I'm able to do my job with confidence, to collaborate with others, and to contribute in ways that feel meaningful. The department has become a place of growth and positivity, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it. Without the distractions of their drama, I've been able to focus on the things that matter, my work, my career, and my future with Dave. Though we are both incredibly busy, Dave and I have learned to cherish the time we do have together. We're constantly working. And there are days when it feels like we're passing ships in the night, but we make it work. We find moments to connect, whether it's a quick dinner, a shared moment of laughter, or just a quiet evening at home. Our relationship has grown stronger as a result of the challenges we face together. We've learned to appreciate the small things, the fleeting moments, and the time we have with one another. And as for the wedding that Whitney had ruined, we finally had the chance to do it all over again, in our own way. It wasn't the grand spectacle we had originally planned, but in many ways, it was better. It was a day filled with love, joy, and the people who truly mattered to us. We were able to celebrate our union, reaffirm our commitment to one another, and take a moment to reflect on how far we had come. It was a small, intimate celebration, but it was ours, truly ours. And in that moment, I knew that I had everything I had ever wanted. With Dave by my side, I can confidently say that I'm proud to be his wife. It's a title I wear with honor, knowing that we've overcome so much together. The obstacles, the setbacks, and the challenges we faced have only made our relationship stronger. We've learned to trust each other, to lean on each other, and to always be there when the other needs support. There's no one I would rather face the future with than Dave. As we look toward the future, I'm filled with hope and excitement. We've come so far, and though there may be more challenges ahead, I know that we will face them together. We've built something strong, something unshakable, and I'm confident that whatever comes our way, we'll be ready. We have the strength, the love, and the determination to tackle anything that life throws at us. And with that, I am truly happy. The past has shaped us, but it doesn't define us. We are writing our own story now, one filled with love, growth, and the promise of a bright future. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.